Hello guys, this is the Hexagon Zero, and welcome back to another Multiplayer Monday. Alrighty then, I've got some more Battlefield 4 for you here today on Zavod 311, or as I typically refer to it as, Zavod 311. I might pronounce an extra 1 occasionally, because, you know, that's just how I do. Anyway, we start off by spawning into a helicopter, and then I start to bug the AA that is below us. It eventually goes underneath and in everything, so I thought, whatever. Let's just pick up the mid, which I didn't actually end up doing, and then get shot in the back by Burp Dog. Gah. And me and him develop a little bit of a rivalry over this entire match. So, yeah. Anyway, so what I kind of want to talk about is that over the past month or so, we've been having some issues with some videos and recording and all that stuff on my channel. And I want to, excuse my absolutely terrible accuracy here. I can't, never mind, moving on. I have decided that all the videos that are supposed to be uploaded during the 5-day work week will be rendered and uploaded on the weekend. So that way, during the work week, they will not be late. And my logic behind this is that you guys, typically, some of you have to go to work, some of you have to go to school, college, high school, all that stuff. Some of you, maybe even elementary school. You have to do all these things during the day. And so my upload times are typically quite inconvenient for if you want to, for example, if you wanted to see a Commander Mode episode on Tuesday. Lately, they've been coming out at like 12 o'clock on Tuesday night. Sometimes even Wednesday morning, the Tuesday episode comes out. And here's just me being stupid. Like, I'm gonna hit this MRAP, and in the meantime, I'm gonna get shot by the main cannon. And then here's me not knowing how the map works. But anyway, yeah. So to kind of make it so that you guys can see the episodes on the day that you want to see them, when you want to see them, I am going to put them up on the weekend. They're all going to be, like, I've got, right now on the computer next to me, it's rendering the second Assassin's Creed 4 episode for this week, right now. So I'll get all the recording done, all the rendering, all the uploading done on the weekend, except... And it's kind of dumb that I use the Commander Mode episode, but except Commander Mode. Commander Mode will be recorded the night before, and now that I don't have to record other videos, I will have more time to record Commander Mode. Because I use Commander Mode as kind of an update thing, like if I need something to... like, it comes out 4 times a week, and out of 7, that's pretty darn good. So I use it as an update thing. Like, for example... Assassin's Creed Unity was, apparently there was a leak, and then it was officially confirmed by Ubisoft. Right, you actually think the company's that it gets leaked? No, it's like a company sends an email to, like, one IGN writer, for example. And if you're wondering what the hell I'm doing right here, is that people like to mine the area, so I'm essentially checking for mines. But anyway, Assassin's Creed Unity was recently announced. So, stuff like that I will put in Commander Mode episodes. So those will be remaining the same, and let's talk about the weekend stuff. Stuff that comes out on the weekend, like Assassin's Creed 4, I will have that recorded and rendered practically the week before, because how I think about, in terms of YouTube, my uploading schedule, it's the week starts on Saturday, and then it continues through till Friday. And... then the new week starts on Friday. Now, normally people think of it like Saturday is the last day of the week, then Sunday is the new week. And that's how I consider all my other events, but YouTube, I do it from a Saturday through till Friday sort of thing. So, anyway, yeah, that's how I'll be organizing it all. But Skyrim is something that comes out on the weekends. That will be recorded Friday night, or Saturday night, depending if it's a Friday or Sunday episode. And sometimes I'll record an episode and I'll check it out and after I've done recording, just to make sure all the files are completely encoded and stuff like that, and it will end up being, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half long, in which case I will split it up, and there you go, there's the 2 weekend ones. Yippee, you don't have to record anymore. Although I typically do a lot of Skyrim stuff behind the camera. Behind the scenes, as is the actual official term. So yeah, that's just kind of what's going on with the channel right now. Watch Dogs, I am so excited for Watch Dogs. I'm a little bit peeved that there's going to be PS4 only content, because it's got, I believe it's like 60 minutes of new gameplay, and 60 minutes, I don't know how long my Watch Dogs episodes are going to be yet, so I have no idea. And I know there's a guy down here, by the way, that's why I'm looking around, and there he is. Didn't see him. And I always think I can shoot through structures, because I'm used to games that have Inviso structures, so, yeah. Anyway, I don't know how long my Watch Dogs episodes are going to be, so I have no idea how I'm going to record and do all that stuff for it. So, yeah, but I'm super excited for it. But 60 minutes could maybe fill up to 2, maybe 3 episodes of it, which is a lot. That's like, if I did it every second day, which I probably will end up doing, then it would, and there might be, I'm actually thinking, because I've hyped Watch Dogs a lot on the channel, and I was really sad when they postponed it and everything, but I understand why they did it, and I'm kind of glad they did, because it might have just ruined my dream. I'm kind of idolizing it right now, because it's my big game. I've got the Uplay edition pre-ordered, I've got my eye looking for DLC and stuff like that, and yeah, I'm gonna use Uplay to buy all the little stuff you can get. Like, you remember from Assassin's Creed, you can upgrade your throwing knife carrying capacity by 5. I've got my eye on those and all that stuff like that. And I'm just changing my team right here because currently it's just me and another guy on a squad. So I'm burping. So I just swapped over to the squad with more people on it. Anyway, so yeah. Watch Dogs, that's kind of the big one that's coming up. Assassin's Creed Unity, just in case you were wondering, isn't going to be coming out till like next holiday, like next Christmas, as really around the time that Assassin's Creed 3 came out, and AC4 for that matter. They typically all come out in the October, November, December region, sometimes in September. But anyway, yeah. What else is there coming out next? Infamous came out a couple days ago. I'm not a big fan of the Infamous series. I was watching the gameplay trailer, and the sound just seemed like crap. I mean, it was so quiet. It's supposed to be set in the city and everything with massive protests, and that was the gameplay thing, and I thought it would be much louder, there would be horns honking, and a whole bunch of other stuff, but it really just sounded like you were just hearing the characters' voices, and that was it. So that's kind of put me off it, and I know I'll watch some gameplay after this to see what it actually looks like, because I'm curious, but I don't intend to do a hex plays of it. Yeah. Anyway, this Zavod round, I do pretty much a lot. There's a lot. I do some rooftop camping. I've been doing some objective playing. I'm in a LAV right now. It's the gunner, and we encounter this tank. I hop out and start using the SRA to try and help out killing this tank. I don't think we end up getting it, but I end up getting killed by Jimmy K86 with the JNG90. And thanks to the currently screwed up kill cam, you can't see crap about where anything or anybody is. But anyway, I believe this is where the rooftop camping starts. And I just narrowly catch the edge. I don't remember all the trees being knocked down. Oh well. What other news? What other news? What other games? What are the other games that are coming out recently? Excuse me as I fast forward here. This round was actually about 35 minutes long, and I fast forwarded about 8 minutes of it out. So what you're watching right now is at 4 times speed, and it's just about to end here. So there's going to be a lot of this in the video, so you can forgive the squeaky chipmunk voice talk. But I was kind of on my sniping in this game. which is kind of a first. So I picked up this kit with the JNG90. It's got a Tiger on it and a PS4 scope or something. PS4 scope, yes, PS07 something scope. And my JNG90 is my next top kill sniper. Like, there's my M98B, then the SRR61, then the JNG90. So I know how to use it fairly well. And there's people watch the top of these buildings like hounds. So typically, if you're on this building at all, stay crouched, because I mean it reduces your chances of being shot, and it gives you better accuracy when you're sniping or shooting or whatever. So it's just kind of a win-win situation. And if you're wondering what's happening with this thing here, the trapdoor, if you shoot it with a high-powered rifle, it will open. And I'm essentially covering it and covering the opening until that little circle shows up. So that means you can go over and close it again. But let's talk about something that happened to me recently in Battlefield 4. My loadout, every single thing in my loadout was completely changed. And I know there's that thing you can do, and I picked up a guy's SR61 by the way. I know there's a thing you can do where it allows you to copy another player's loadout. And I might, because that's really my only explanation for it. And I'm expecting a guy to pop up right there, but he ends up popping up right there and gets a couple shots into me. But anyway, maybe I did that, but I don't think I did, because I don't remember at a time. I did block someone recently, so I might have accidentally tapped their loadout, because you can copy the loadout. But all my loadouts were destroyed. So, on all my guns, too. It doesn't matter if they were my primaries, but all my boosts, so like if you're running defensive or offensive or anything like that, that was all it wasn't removed, it was just shifted into something else. Like for some reason, normally I run offensive on assault, and it was changed to combat medic, which actually I ended up doing pretty well on, and especially in Operation Metro, those quick charge defib paddles are pretty boss. And this is me just being an idiot. See, I start to go for this guy, and the sniper that I was just looking at gets me. Whoops. But anyway, everything was changed on all my guns. Like, it would apply equipment and attachments and accessories to it onto guns that I didn't even have. Like, it would try and stick those aggressively named suppressors onto my guns, even when I didn't even own them. And it was giving me, like, I don't use the handguns all that often, and this is me trying to shoot through solid metal again. I don't use a lot of the handguns all that often. I typically use my primary. So, and it was giving me like the revolver and the M1911. It was trying to equip me with that, but then just sticking with the PP226, and that actually had all of the gear stripped from it. So I don't know what the hell happened, but it's been screwing me up for the past week because I'll forget about it. Sorry, that's a laughable moment right there. It's been screwing me up all week, and it's really starting to piss me off, and I'm not sure what happened. Something did. And you may or may not have heard it there, but that was a tiny little UCAV plane, and it blew us up, and I'm not sure how I got sniped, but apparently I did, because what weapon it kills you with, that is the weapon that it killed you with. That is true. That's what happens down there in the little field, but what is highlighted as in where you would expect the guy to be, the kill cam, that isn't. That doesn't exist. Like, that isn't the person that killed you. So don't ever trust the kill cam. And this is just like an example of accuracy failing. And that wasn't my fault, that was a screen jitter. But yeah, there's guys below us chucking up grenades, so I'm just gonna kind of stay back near the center and not let anybody shoot me. And we've got pretty good AA and helicopter skills going on right now, so I don't have to worry too much about the enemy aircraft, and we own the long-range artillery, so I don't have to worry about getting shelled by that. What else to talk about? I think we have an enemy commander going on, and they do a fairly good job of launching cruise missiles and controlling objective points and all that stuff, and I'm surprised they haven't tried to create me yet. Crate me? Blech, words. He's dead. And that was my 300th kill with the M98B right there. So that's why it gave me the service star. I don't think I kill anybody else. Yeah, because all my shots I either miss time. And really I shouldn't be, because the M98B is the fastest firing, it's not the fastest firing, it's the fastest bullet velocity sniper out of any of the snipers. So I don't really have to lead with it, but I still do, just a little bit. And that's kind of bad. And I really need to work on my accuracy, because I can't stay on target with crab, especially if I'm being shot at. I cannot stay on target. Anyway, I'm just checking out my kit here. I've got C4 equipped, because I just been, a couple rounds ago, I'd played around with Silk Road, and it's, did you guys see that? The body just went whoop, and then you can see it down there, it's just going whoop, 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 whoop across the floor. I don't know, hit detection is weird. So I was just playing around with Silk Road, and it's kind of good to have anti-vehicle stuff on it, and really the only anti-vehicle crap that a sniper has is the C4, so I was running with the C4. Anyway, and I'm trying to shoot the sniper pilot, but hey, guess what? I get killed by the SRR-61 again. No, actually, I get killed by the plane, but it keeps saying that I get killed by the SRR-61. And every single time that guy kills me with a plane, because that's the second time this round, and there's going to be at least 2 more, he always dies about 8 seconds afterward. Or at least the kill cam shows that he died. And it's probably not even him. It's probably like a teammate or some other random guy sitting at spawn. But anyway, I'm running with the AWS right now with the compensator, stubby grip, and coyote sight on it. And when I unlock the flash hider, I'll put that on. Or maybe I'll stick with the compensator. I don't know. I really like stuff that doesn't give me muzzle drift, because but keeps accuracy, so the compensator is pretty good for that, and the stubby grip makes up for some of the loss in accuracy. But I do sometimes roll with a suppressor on this, but not all that often. Anyway, you wouldn't expect, normally there isn't a battle in this order, but there's actually a pretty good battle for most of the game here. And one thing I really shouldn't be doing when using the AWS is that I reload after firing 8 bullets. There, I fired 8 bullets, and I could have killed that guy if I hadn't been in the reload animation. And yes, I know I could have swapped to my secondary and immediately swapped back, and that would have fixed everything, but you just don't think of these things when you're being shot by an AMGL grenade launcher. Yes, I know. Shush. I don't need to know that someone is playing SimCity. Yeah. And it's actually weird, because my M98B is my top killed weapon, and the AWS is like right below it. I think I'm 7 kills away from AWS being my most killed with weapon, which is odd. But anyway, see there, that was an example of being stupid with accuracy, and Jack of Spades, who's actually a really good player, being very, very good at staying on target with his bullets. It did not end up being very good for me. What else can I talk about? I was just rolling around YouTube. I'm using the word rolling a lot. I was just moving around. I don't know how I survived that. I was looking around on YouTube a while back, and I found an old game trailer for a game called Prey 2. And it looked really, really interesting. It was done on a different system, so the engine was a little weird, as in the fact that it didn't look as good as for say Battlefield 4 or Crisis or something like that. But and obviously nothing much as good as Crisis, in my opinion, at least. But I found this gameplay trailer, and it was for a game called Prey 2, and I later learned that it was cancelled, and I was so sad about that, because it looked fantastic. I love games that give you like a suit of armor or something that gives you abilities or powers or something like that. And the reason why I didn't run out into the open there, because, well, A, I would have ran out into the open. B, a couple of teammates have already died up there, so whatever's up there is probably either A, weakened, or B, very, very strong. And that's just another example of me. I actually let go of the trigger there, and I'm not sure why, but I did. And that's another example of me being stupid with the accuracy thing. But I like games like that, as is evident with my Crisis series. I like the nanosuit, the abilities it gives you, all that stuff. I like games like that, and I also like games, especially that give you a HUD that kind of interacts with you. So like an AI that will notify you of something. It's like, that's what the nanosuit did. It would tell you, like, enemies approaching or something like that. And you might be thinking I'm a big fan of the Halo series because of that. Not really. The Halo series, to me, I watch the quote-unquote movies of it on YouTube, like people who just take all the important cutscenes and make it into a giant long movie. I watch it as a movie because I find that interesting. And also, when my friends talk about Halo, I kind of want to be able to know what the hell they're talking about. And the reason I didn't kill that guy is because, watch this. When there's one, there is more. So I end up getting shot at here, and I turn around, and got ya, and then I get killed. Because I'm a genius. I ignored my own tactic after just using it. But anyway, in the gameplay trailer of Prey 2, this guy had a suit on, and he's essentially like a hitman. He's given a target, and he gets paid if he captures the target, dead or alive. And what I was trying to do there is I saw the lasers and stopped and pulled back. And I thought I could crawl underneath it to avoid triggering the alarm. And then I just realized my buddies were just running through it, so screw it, who cares. And you may be wondering, why the hell are you hiding in a corner where you don't have adequate cover? That's a floodlight right above me. Even if I have a tri-beam laser sight... Oh, that's what else was equipped on my AWS, by the way. Even if I have a tri-beam laser sight on it, it's going to be freaking hard to see me. So, that's actually... Near the lights is a good place to hide in this game, because due to lens flares and how lights are, it makes it very, very tactically sufficient to hide there. Also, their hitbox is bigger than they actually are, so they act as a bullet shield, just in case you're getting shot at, so it is pretty good cover. And you'll know, some of you know why I'm waiting here. I end up waiting here a bit longer than I should have, but I do. Some of you know why, some of you don't, but listen right here. I'm going to be quiet so you can hear it.
Objective Foxtrot has just been neutralized.
Have eyes on an enemy helicopter north of your
What
location.
the hell is that? It sounds like machinery. But there's nothing here. And it's moving around inside of this crate. At least it sounds like it's coming from inside of that crate. There's no vehicles nearby, and I keep on thinking, like, oh, maybe it's an AA turret that someone's positioned above this. It isn't. There's nothing up there. I don't know what the hell that was, but if someone could tell me what the heck it was, that would be great. Because I have no idea. Anyway, this in the game, he's essentially, in the trailer, I'm bouncing around all over the place. In the trailer, he finds a target, and he starts going after it. He goes on this really nice high-speed chase. It's kind of like Assassin's Creed, a little bit, except it's futuristic, and I really like sci-fi future games, or the TV shows, or movies, or stuff like that. Like a couple of TV shows that have been out recently. One of them is Intelligence, and that's about a guy who has a chip implanted in his head, which allows him to access the internet. I find that really cool. And another one that one of my more favorite actors, Carl Urban, he was in a TV show that's called Almost Human, and it's actually on the verge of being cancelled. And I liked it because it was futuristic, and I like the imaginations that people have, and I read futuristic books and all that stuff. And anyway, I like the idea of the suit that this guy had, and I was sad that it was cancelled. And there were rumors of it being picked up by other industries or developers or companies and all that stuff, but nothing is really confirmed for it, sadly. So, although there is Prey 1, although I did look up some gameplay on that, and it didn't look as good as the Prey 2 trailer looked. But anyway, I got into the LAV. That's what I was waiting for back there at A, I believe it is. So, yeah, and my LAV currently is decked out to be an anti-troop. No reason. I usually have my LAV to be anti-troop, just to make it easier. So I really only get an LAV if I have to get troops. I don't ever use it for other vehicle destruction, although it is good at that. What else can I talk about? And before, another thing, let's go back to Assassin's Creed Unity here. Right now I'm going through AC4, and I'm moving through it rather slowly, but I'm doing all of the optional stuff quickly. And I'm almost actually done the optional stuff, or at least most of it. Like, I've gotten through a lot of the optional pickup quests, I've gotten through a lot of the assassination missions, so it's really just main story left. And so that'll pass by really quickly. At least I think it will, maybe. I mean, you still gotta do the diving bell stuff, but that doesn't take that long either. And I'll try and space that out too, so you guys just don't have a couple episodes of me swimming underwater. But once that ends, I'm going to do Assassin's Creed Revelations, kind of akin to what I did, because my first Assassin's Creed game that I ever played was AC3, and that is posted on this channel. And then I did Brotherhood, and then during Brotherhood kind of overlapped with AC4, which I'm doing right now. Brotherhood had recently ended, not recently, it's about a month or two back now, but it ended, and then so now I'll be moving on to doing Revelations. And then that'll probably overlap a little bit into maybe Unity, because Revelations is supposed to be kind of long. But anyway, we're approaching the end of the gameplay here, so I gotta start getting back on track. And me and my LAV there, we're kind of getting smoked by that tank, because it just kept on immobilizing us. I popped APS, but that didn't do much. And here's another example. That wasn't really my fault, because there's a whole bunch of explosions going on. So, but still, we end up losing. But for 190 for 800 ticket server, it wasn't bad. It was a good game though. I enjoyed that. I ended up getting like 24 something. I don't know. I'm looking really close to the screen right now. 24. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Anyway, yeah, that's what's happening in the future for Assassin's Creed content and all of that stuff. So, I would like to thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like, favorite, subscribe, comment, and all the good stuff. And allow me to... What I did accidentally is I hid the chat, and I'm trying to find the key to turn it back on. So if you're wondering what the hell's going on, that's what the hell is going on. And eventually I find it. It's, now I can't remember it. I think it's B. Oh well. I will see you guys next time. Yeah. This is the Hexagon Zero. Signing out.